And with political tensions heightened on both sides of the border, members of the federal Liberal caucus are gathering together for the first time since Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced his plan to step aside. One of the most important issues is how a new leader will be chosen.
And most importantly, we have to ensure that we have a fair, equitable, and free of interference process.
I think a new leader has to be in place before Parliament resumes at the end of March, and that new leader has to have time to be prepared and enter the House ready to go.
Let's bring in our Glen McGregor. And Glen, there's so much up in the air here. And what are some of the issues that Liberal MPs are discussing today?
Well, worth remembering, Cynthia, this meeting was originally planned as an opportunity for Liberal MPs to convince Justin Trudeau that he needed to step down. But instead, it became a chance for the caucus to thank Trudeau for his service as Prime Minister over the past 9 years and congratulate him for making that decision to resign. But the key topic, as you says, at the meeting is how the leadership race to replace him is going to unfold. MPs are looking for guidance from party officials about when and where the vote will take place. They want to know if current cabinet ministers will have to step down from their positions if they want to run. And they need to know exactly who is going to be eligible to vote. The Liberal Party says it plans to run an open process. It wants to bring in new supporters to the leadership race, but there are concerns about potential foreign interference and ensuring that another country doesn't try to game the system for their advantage. Now, MPs are also expected to discuss preparations for the coming federal election. Many Liberals are not running again, and there are lots and lots of vacancies across the country, including, we think, Justin Trudeau's own riding of Papineau in Montreal. He hasn't said whether or not he plans to seek re-election. So the party is going to have to move quickly to nominate new candidates, and we expect we'll hear from party officials later this week laying out how this is all going to work over the coming months.
Now, Glen, we've heard plenty of speculation about who might enter the race to replace Trudeau. But today we learned that one cabinet minister is not interested, at least not for now.
That's right. Until today, Dominic LeBlanc was considered to be among the leading contenders to take over the party, but he says he's instead going to focus on his new role. Remember, he took over as finance minister from Chrystia Freeland just before Christmas, and he's going to be dealing with the Trump administration's threats towards Canada. That's more of a priority to him, he says, than seeking the leadership. LeBlanc was very close to Trudeau, and it's quite possible he decided that that could put him at a disadvantage in a leadership race that is essentially about putting a fresh face on the party. Now, Foreign Minister Mélanie Joly today said that she is still thinking about a leadership bid. That's the same message we've heard from the former governor of the Bank of Canada, Mark Carney, also considered to be a frontrunner. It could be that potential contenders are waiting to hear the rules from the party before they declare, or possibly some feel it's just not a great opportunity. Whoever wins the leadership race will get to be Prime Minister for a brief period, maybe only days, but will then face very likely a federal election in which the Liberals could, based on the current polling trends, lose badly to Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives.
It doesn't seem like a very attractive job offer, Glen.
Well, whoever wins the Liberal leadership will get to say that they had been Prime Minister for a time, but I don't think too many of them would want to go into an election campaign in which they are very likely to lose and lose badly, and then come back to the House of Commons and have to serve 4 years on the opposition benches.
All right, Glen McGregor in Ottawa, thank you very much for joining us.